Well, it's an absolute pleasure to be here at All Wins Lane, the home of the Combined Counties League champions and FA Vase finalists, to see our old friend Dave Anderson. Dave, what happened to that retirement plan?
I know, wow. I don't know. I was happy I'd spoken to you. I've been down to see the club, or see Wimbledon a few times, and I met Dave Rayner, who's a really enthusiastic man and loves his club. And I knew when I was going I was in trouble because I've known him a long time. But I agreed to come in and take the side towards the end of the season. We're in a bit of trouble, possible relegation. I said, look, if we go down, I'm out of here. I've never been relegated, and that would do me. But if we stay up, then we'll see how it goes. And we stayed up comfortably. And I managed to get a real good group of players in quickly of levels above this. And yeah, I sort of went from there, really, you know.
What will this do for the club now, the fact that where you've taken it to, where you see it's progressing to?
Well, I think the big thing is that promotion was essential. I think it's a club that has a history that it should be higher than the level it's been at in the Combined County. So I think to stabilise that is essential. The gates have increased considerably because of the FA Vase running, where I think the paying gate, the two gates before it took over were something like 19 and 11 paying public, and we're up to 250 to 300, although the semi-final was near 2,000, which is understandable. But yeah, so to keep that maintained and to keep that sort of interest, it's always been a town, Churchy, that's been interested in its football. I remember coming here back in, I'm going to say 20 odd years ago, when they had a good side, and there'd always be a few here, 400 or 500, you know, so it has the capacity to do that, Rob, you know.
Tell us about the FA Vase run you've been on, because you've been some great clubs on the way, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been 10 games we've won, which I didn't realise. It was pointed out to me. You know me, I tend to move on quickly, game to game. But it's been in the early stages of it, we stuttered over a couple that you look back on now and you go, could easily have been out. But it starts to become real when you get around about the quarter-finals, the round before the quarter-finals. It goes national, and with our luck we were drawn up north 3 times, which in many ways was a difficult route to take to get to the final, but it also really bonded us because we travelled on a Friday. I had a lot of intelligence off AFC Wimbledon and Bassey and Neil Ardian at the time about how the club travelled north for league games, so I tapped into that and we went by train as opposed to coach, and that was really successful. And then it becomes real because you're proper journeys, you're treated like professionals, and you're going to places where you know it's a big game because of where it is and the record that the northern clubs have in this particular competition. So I would say around about then but I've always worked hard to deal with one game, put it to bed and get on with the next one, because we were still trying to win the title at that stage, you know.
What about that last month? Because I mean, you were playing every 2 or 3 days, weren't you?
Yeah, it was. I think we did something stupid, like from the semi-final. I think we'd 12 games in 3 weeks. Mad, like madness. And to be fair, like, our first 5 games after the semi-final were away from home, and we drew 1-1-4, which was magnificent. Which really our rivals Sutton Common Rovers faltered then, which helped us a little bit. But I think we put them under a little bit of pressure by I think they thought we'd have had a hiccup. I wasn't too sure that we wouldn't either. We rotated well and we rested who needed to be rested, but I always think you're judged on championships, you know. I know going to Wembley is going to be great, and you know, if we win it then super, but as a football manager I think you're judged on titles, and it was nice to win it.
And this squad you've put together, there's some experience from a higher level there.
Unbelievable.
Players like Dale Binns, who's played Sutton, yeah?
Yeah, Binsey, who played for me as an 18-year-old at Hendon before he got the AFC Wimbledon job. He's still one of the fittest guys in the squad. Michael Peacock.
There's a connection.
He was at the club, you know. I've got Kevin McLaren, whose brother Casey started off as a kid but they're all sort of Isthmian Premier standard players, you know. A couple have played Conference South, and we've a couple of younger players who have got into the squad and have done really well, you know. But it's it's been the easiest squad I've ever had to manage. I think it's my best squad in as much as experience and ability for the level that we're at, if that makes sense. So it's good because it makes you look as if you know what you're doing, whereas realistically, they're very, very good.
What about the club legend you've got? Is it John Pomeroy's got?
John Pomeroy has been here since, he's the only player left since I walked in the door. He was here when I walked in, and he'll be here when I walk out, no doubt. You know, but he epitomises everything about the club. The fans love him. He's just a nice guy anyway. But he's been an off the bench guy. He's sort of taken a senior role. He understands it, and his attitude towards it's been really good. Him and a couple of other senior players who haven't played every week, and then when they're doing that and they're behaving and they're putting into what they're putting into, and they're not starting games, then no one else can. You know, everyone else has to be at it. You know.
You're still getting excited, and you've got the lads out there training on the pitch out there tonight now. We're just days away from Wembley. You're getting that kind of buzz, that feeling.
Yeah, you do, but I think, but I'm an experienced guy now, and the art is to stay nice and calm, look nice and calm, no matter what you're thinking, and no matter how you are, and I'm okay with that now. I'm in a different place. I think that I came out of retirement to do it, so I'm not as edgy or as twitchy. I'm a bit calmer in dugouts as well these days. I know people won't believe that, but it is absolutely true. But yeah, of course I'm looking forward to it. You know, to go and play at the National Stadium. Wow, you know.